Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Pooya Liana Lounge for episode number 45. What?
I didn't realize you were recording.
Why did you not realize that?
I didn't notice. I thought we were just doing like audio checks and stuff.
Nah, we're not. We're off that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because what did I say right before we started that I thought wasn't recorded?
What?
Skibbity or something.
That's what you said?
Yeah, but I thought we were testing audio. Mm-hmm. You're not going to include that, right?
I'm going to put it. I wasn't going to until you said that. Now I'm going to make it
You have to edit this out too, though.
No, I'm going to make it a soundboard clip, and then I'm just going to periodically throughout the episode ad-lib it in there.
Skibbity. I'll give you another one. 6, 7.
No. Okay.
Now you have both. You can pick.
Great. How
You're
lucky
welcome.
am I?
You're welcome.
Yeah, well, welcome back. It's episode number 45 here.
It is.
The 45th weekly podcast.
Correct.
We are approaching a year very quickly of the PAL.
I know. It's shocking. It doesn't even feel like it's been a year. It really doesn't. I'm like, what did we talk about for 44 episodes? Nothing.
No, we talked about a lot of stuff.
Well, yeah. I mean, okay. Yeah. No, I know we talked about a lot of stuff because we recorded at least 44 hours of content, which is a lot of content. That's an entire week plus 4 hours of overtime.
Oh, I see what you did there. Yeah. Well, we've definitely talked more than an hour per pod.
Yeah, per
also.
episode. Yeah, a conservative estimate would say
50.
Yeah, probably 50 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How does that make you feel?
I don't think about that stuff often anymore because it can be very like eye-opening in a very surreal way. And what I mean by that is now, noticing that there's like about 200 plus episodes of 90 Day Fiance pod.
Yeah.
Or like the amount of hours I've streamed in the last 5 years. Like stuff like that is like, whoa, that is a lot of time spent. So
can we address, because I feel awkward turning like this.
Why?
Because I want to look at you while we're speaking, but you're leaning further back than normal. So I feel like we gotta pivot.
I'm just being a chill, nonchalant
a
man.
chill guy. Is that the theme of the episode? Are we the chill nonchalant? Is this the chill episode?
No, what the reality is that we don't believe in heat in this house, so we don't turn the heating on, and so it's cold. And I needed the blanket, but the blanket looked silly when I was sitting regular, so it looks more fine sitting this way. Plus, it feels nicer this way.
Okay. First of all, you're wearing shorts, okay? So my first suggestion would be put on a pair of pants and some socks because that's going to immediately help keep you warm.
Yeah, but I'm tired of wearing the black jeans to the podcast.
You don't have to wear black. You have like 1,000 pairs of pants upstairs.
Yeah, but none of them are like presentable.
Like camera ready?
Yes.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I told you a million times you can turn the heat up. I'm totally fine with that.
You say that now.
Yeah, I say it and then I'll go back and turn it back down because here's what happens. At nighttime, you throw off all the blankets. You're not even sleeping under the blankets. So I'm like, okay, then it's too warm because you want to be in the winter. You want to be like all cozy under the blankie. Like that's like the appropriate way to sleep.
No, I kick off the blankets because I kick off the blankets. I kick them off always.
No, that's not true. When it's cold, you stay under the blankets.
I do?
Yes. And then we can cuddle when you're under the blankets. And when you're not under the blankets, we can't cuddle because I want to be under the blankets. So my solution for that is to keep the temperatures low. So then that way we can cuddle appropriately at the nighttime. It's strategic.
Very strategic. I did see a post in the feedback form.
Okay.
That someone thought that we were fighting last week about the towel incident.
Oh, were we?
They felt a little bit uncomfy because they thought it was a fight.
Oh, I feel bad. It wasn't a fight.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a fight.
My sleeves are weird. There's something wrong with my sleeves.
See, if you were nonchalant and comfy, then.
Okay, first of all, I am the opposite of nonchalant. I am exceptionally chalant. Okay.
You're the chalantist.
We know that. I am the chalantist. Okay.
I'm not. I'm nonchalant.
Oh, yes, you are very nonchalant. And I'm the opposite of that because I just can't mind my own business or like sit still.
Mind your own business? What do you mean?
I can't really talk about it, but I can't mind my own. The point is that I can't mind my own business. and I can't help but have opinions about things.
Oh,
that,
that part is very true. Liana has to have 2 cents everywhere.
Here's the thing. At the end of the day, it's like no judgment, but also I disagree with your choice, but no judgment, right? Like that's kind of like how I feel like my mentality is, which is, well, I wouldn't make that choice, but also like everybody lives their own lives. As long as it doesn't directly impact me in like a negative way, I'm cool with whatever choice you make.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I had and also today at work it was a little bit bonkers. So first of all, it started out with one of the programs, the AI programs that I wrote. It was, okay, technically it was my fault. I made a mistake, but it went crazy and it sent a bunch of emails out, like 15 emails this morning. And I'm working on it before most people because I get to work earlier than most people. So I'm working on it at like 8 in the morning. And all of a sudden it fires off like 15 emails to our CFO and the president of my division. And I had to message them and be like, I'm so sorry. You just got 15 emails within the course of 0 seconds. Please ignore. I blamed the program, but it was really my fault. But I fixed it and I wrote 3 new rounds of code. So it's totally fine and everything's fine and everybody's fine. It was stressful.
Well, you did a great job fixing it.
I did a great job making a mess and then
having
to fix my own mess. Which really, then I'm like, who am I to suggest how other people do things? Because obviously you look at me and it's like, oh boy, how does she function every day?
Like this.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's like happening.
Yeah. I think
things are happening.
It's always fascinating to me to hear about your work. I don't want to say hijinks because that kind of minimizes the importance of it.
Uh-huh.
But it sounds very too much for me. Like, I don't think I could handle it.
I think you would get a bit overwhelmed.
A bit is kind.
I think you would get a lot overwhelmed.
Okay, well, not all that either.
Okay, so like here's what I would say goes in your favor because I have to wear a lot of different hats. So I do a lot of different things. So I feel like you also kind of do that. Have to wear a lot of different hats.
Hats? Like what hats? Tell me more.
Okay, so like for example, for part of my job, I have to manage lab staff, manage inventory, work on ordering, work on marketing materials, help the sales staff. I'm trying to automate a bunch of stuff. So I'm like coding for automation. Like I'm doing all of these sort of like different types of roles. I'm having client calls where I'm interfacing with clients and talking to them about their projects, like either onboarding them for new projects or like today we're having a project that's going a little wonky. And so I have to like it does feel very much like I'm playing Survivor sometimes where I'm like, okay, I'm going in to these people who I just voted against them. It's kind of like how I'm picturing it in my mind. Like I just voted against them. And now I have to make them feel like, no, it's all good. We're going to like figure it out. Which by the way, it's just biology doesn't work the way you expect. So it's not like I voted against them per se. The analogy kind of starts to fall apart. But the point is that like, you want to make them feel comfortable. You want to make them feel like, no, we got you, fam. Like it's all good. We're going to work together. We're going to fix this. We're going to like make this work. And you can't come in with a like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like it didn't work. You got to come in and be like, yep, that's the data. How do we fix it? Like, how do we go from here? So you got to like keep that positive energy. And then you're trying to scramble and then you're also trying to like do science on top of it. And oh my God, we had this one woman. I feel so horrible because she was so nice, but I'm calling her insect lady because she's doing this Drosophila cell model. And we were talking about it. And I was like, I don't have experience with that, but I have experience with these other insect cell lines with SF9. So like, what if we did those? And in my notes, I just have like work on things for insect lady. Because it popped up last minute and I didn't have time to like check her profile in HubSpot before we did this whole thing. And because normally I do it that way and I'm like organizing things. And then I had to like, okay, like literally, let me explain one thing I had to do today. I went to my boss and I showed her, I'm like putting together this like tracking sheet. And I'm like, do you want checkboxes or do you want drop downs? And we had a very lengthy conversation about what is better and easier for people to understand. Like, does it make more sense for them to do a drop down or does it make more sense for them to do a checkbox? Like that was legit verbatim a conversation that I had today.
I bet some of them are going to lose sleep over the merits of checkbox or
Well, I presented multiple
Drop
options.
down.
We narrowed it down to checkbox or drop down. The benefit of the drop down is that you can color code it, although you can color code the checkboxes too, which I did show her. Anyway, it was a whole thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. That gives you a little glimpse into like what goes on in my day to day.
I quit.
You quit. You don't work for me.
Yeah, but I'm giving my 2 weeks.
You're like, I proactively quit.
Like whenever you inevitably hire me, I'm putting my 2 weeks in immediately.
Wait, I'm sorry. You said whenever I inevitably hire you?
You're going to
So
need
you're saying
me.
I'm gonna...
You don't know it yet.
Do you
but
remember? Okay, so when you moved here, my boss at the time was like, does he need work?
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Yeah. And I was like, well, he doesn't have his work permit, so he can't work. But also,
Yeah.
no.
I needed employment. Like,
Yeah, but I think she assumed you were a scientist because, like, I'm a scientist.
I don't think so. I think she was like, the vibes are off. We need vibes.
Oh, do you think that's what it was?
I think I would have been a vibes hire.
We need a personality hire. We have no personality in this company. We need a personality hire.
Yeah.
And you were that person.
I put the zhuzh in science.
I don't think you ever met her.
No.
Yeah, so she wouldn't know your zhuzh that you would add to the science.
She heard of the kid though. She knows what's up.
She knows what you did. She heard of the kid. She
Yeah.
knows what you did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hoosies.
I'm so good that I'm making this scientist want to travel 7 hours by driving every month for a weekend. He must be the real deal.
Yeah, that's a good argument. But I don't know if anybody else would respond to, like, what we have is special. I don't want you to share that with other people.
What do you mean?
Well, because if you're going to be the vibe hire in lab, then you're going to, like, vibe with everybody. And I want us vibe to be special.
You're gatekeeping me?
Yeah. I don't know. I think it would definitely have been an interesting experience. I think you would have quit that job too, if I'm being honest.
I think I would have not lasted as long as you may even think.
Oh, really? You were even overestimating
Just that day,
my
I'm like,
ability.
how badly do we need me to be working though? Like,
do I really need to be here?
like, can I do like half the job from home?
Yeah.
What about like 90-10?
Oh my God, we're having this whole like discussion about an open office plan right now, and it's not going well. So I had to turn to science.
So
studies have been done that
mean?
have shown productivity decreases when you have an
You are already in science. How does one turn to science while in science?
Because we're having these conversations that aren't based in reality. They're not based in data. It's just like, oh, it's an open floor plan, so people, or an open office, so people will
love an
communicate
open
more.
kitchen concept.
Actually, you know what? That is starting to go away. People are like, no, we want separate rooms for things.
I've always been an advocate for separate kitchen.
Oh, but do you like it here? No, you don't like this.
This is fine because it's like, ideally, I don't want my living room and my kitchen to be a combination.
Okay, sure, yeah.
That being said,
smells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the thing is, usually food smells I don't mind,
Mm-hmm.
but every now and then there is a recipe or a smell. I'm like, yeah, I would like for this not to be wafting.
I think at that stage it just smells up the whole house, though. That like doesn't matter if there's separation or not.
Yeah,
I feel
like the other thing also is that the air vent in kitchens has gotten weaker. Like once upon a time,
you need it doesn't vent to the outside. That's the issue, right?
Where does it
You
vent
need like a
to?
dedicated vent that goes to the outside,
Like a chimney.
like one of those actual like hoods, like not with the microwave, but like the actual like fume hood kind of thing.
Yes, that's what we need.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that because I grew up in an apartment that had a kitchen with a dedicated door.
Yeah.
So like you could shut the door of the kitchen and like if it was nighttime, I would like study there or like, have coffee or cook. I would do it there.
Oh, like your table and stuff was in there.
We had a very small table,
Yeah,
like
okay.
a corner table that fit like 2 chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's so cute. I love that.
No, I did love it. So I preferred that. And then like I didn't mind having a kitchen that had like we had this one kitchen in this one apartment that was open concept where there was like a little frame in the wall that was open, like a little bar almost. But then the kitchen was still an isolated space, but that open like little concept you couldn't shut. So it was kind of a halfway between. It's still its own thing, but it's also part of the living room in a way. And then now we have this, right, which is just an open space, like
completely open.
Like I think at our previous apartment, the one we just moved from, I didn't love that the kitchen was separate, but also just in the hallway. Like I didn't love that there was no dedicated door to it. That bothered me.
Yeah, I mean, we could have put like a curtainy thing on it
that's
try to
the worst thing to.
this space.
I don't want but I didn't want like smelly curtains. Almost worse than anything else.
We'll get plastic ones.
No, like I wanted a dedicated door.
That would have been a big door.
Yeah, but anyway, not that important. How do we get here? Oh,
the argument that
open kitchens and open floor plans.
Open floor plans. Okay, so but the idea is, have you ever been in a restaurant and it's really loud?
No.
You've never been in a restaurant where you're like, man, the audio is echoing.
Echoing?
Like
no.
It's bounce. Okay, well, fine. Most of us have been at restaurants.
Most of us. Yes, you don't know that for a fact.
I will guarantee. Okay, y'all, you know what to do. You've been in a restaurant where it's just, man, it's so loud. Like you walk in and it's just, it's really loud. And you have to like yell to kind of hear people. I think people have been at least one restaurant. That is because that restaurant has poor audio design, because there are not, it doesn't have to be like the audio panels or things like that. It's just things that break up the space to help break up the audio waves. So the idea with an open concept is there's a 3-year longitudinal study that talked about how the increased noise decreases productivity. It decreases especially highly cognitively intensive tasks, which is what I do. So I feel very passionate about this. I couldn't make the argument when we had it the first time because I still needed money for a piece of machinery that I know.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
If I looked up Google Scholars, would I find a paper that would argue that open space is better?
I have a comprehensive study that was performed in 2023 that looked at 200 and something studies, all evaluating open plans, open floor plans.
Yeah. Can I find a cognitive study that'll argue that open plan is better?
I don't know if that exists. You're welcome to look for it. What I'm telling you is that conclusively, the majority of evidence suggests that that is a bad thing. You get sick more often. People take more time off. People can't function as well. Productivity drops. There are several metrics that suggest.
But why do you not want open concept? Aside, all this stuff sure makes sense. Why do you not want it?
2 reasons. 1, I get distracted easily. If I see stuff in the background, I need blinders like a horse. Like I need you to put blinders on me so I only can focus on what's in front of me. Point number 1. Point number 2, extremely sensitive to noise. So if there's like chit chatter going on, I cannot focus. I have to I would wear my big audio canceling headphones because I just could not focus. Like I couldn't think with the noise. So
you mean noise canceling headphones?
Yeah. What did I say?
You said audio canceling headphones.
Yeah, well, whatever. You know what I mean? Like
those are just earplugs.
Well, I had earplugs too, and sometimes I'll use my earbuds as earplugs, just to try to block the noise. I'm not even listening to anything. I'm just trying to block the noise. So as somebody who struggles with that, I am very sensitive to that, which is another reason why I wanted to be in a corner. A little corner, and then I was gonna put a little blanket and try to create a tent basically.
You can't do that though.
Watch me.
It's a professional setting.
Watch
just
me.
cope with that. You didn't ask for an office, so it's too late now.
I couldn't ask for an office. There's not enough space.
You could have.
Could not have.
You could have. Worst they could have said was what? No.
Could not have. And I can't even get into the details why, but absolutely could not have.
Can I have an office? No. Okay.
The point is
0.1% chance they say yes.
The point.
Can I have an office? You know what? Yeah. Why not?
The point is that I am trying to demonstrate my value so that I can put a little tent over my desk if we have to go with that. But I'm telling you, I'm going to make the strongest argument now that my machine has been purchased. I'm like, I do not give a F. We already transferred the money. It's a done deal. They can't take that away from me. So now I can be like, I refuse to work in this environment. And the thing is like the concern, like, okay, I hear the arguments for, but the data suggests the opposite. The reason why it's like, oh, people will talk to each other more. 2 Fortune 500 companies, studies were done that when you have an open office plan, less communication in person, F2F, face-to-face communication occurs, and email communication and DM communication goes up by 70% approximately. It's between like 62 and 74%.
I think that's just what you're failing to understand is that in that setting, the increase in DMs going up that percent is just because people are talking more. So there's more talking, which means there's more DMing.
There's a decrease in F2F communication. A decrease.
Okay.
That means that people are talking to each other less.
No, they are just through the DMs.
No, the communication shifts from in-person to electronic is what I'm telling you.
And that's a problem. Why?
There's not a higher increase because what they want is they want people to actually go and talk to each other.
Who's they?
Can't get into it, but they are misinformed and aren't going off of real data. So I had to put together the data slide and then got a very petty response that was like, I'll let you guys decide, and then like pros and cons of both. But again, the pros are not based in data.
What? So?
What do you mean so?
The data can say everything it needs to. Sometimes you just have to go off feeling.
Absolutely. 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 Sure. If you're telling me I want to do X, Y, and Z, and I'm like, the data says you should do this.
Data says driving is the most dangerous form of transportation and responsible for the most deaths.
Okay.
Why are you driving a car then?
But that's not even the same.
But the data says you shouldn't do it because it's dangerous.
Okay.
You are increasing your chances of accidents by choosing to drive every day.
What's your goal? I also increase my chance of accidents when I do 10,000 other things.
Rated out of 10.
Rate what out of 10?
The rage bait.
Just like, oh God, you're so annoying. You're just like, I already have to deal with this at work. And I come home to my supposedly supportive husband who's just trying to rage bait me over here.
I am supportive. Just sometimes I'm like, there's a lot of, what are you laughing about? There's a lot of evidence where I think you have to follow the data, right? Medicine data, health data, science data. But I say this lovingly, this is I want this, so I'm going to find arguments that back this.
Yes, because the data supports it.
But you found the data.
Overwhelmingly, the data supports this. 9 out of 10 dentists agree open floor plans are a bad idea.
Supposedly.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Did the data suggest that those are better for you, that you should take them? Did the data say do it daily?
Yeah, it said 500 milligrams daily. But start with 250, obviously, and ramp up. What was that about?
Just you did that. Anyway, okay. So work is going well then.
Honestly, yes, it is. outside of my conundrums that I'm finding myself in. Overall, don't get me wrong, having a blast.
That's good. As long as you're having a blast and the data backs it.
Yep. I was in, well, wait, when did we record last? Was I in California? Have I been in California?
No, you were leaving to go like the
right
next
before.
day.
Yes. My trip, thankfully, went completely smoothly. We had like a short, 1 hour delay on the way out, but that was all good. It was a fun trip. It was cool to see stuff. Happy to be here. Oh my God, I did Top Golf for the first time. So I've never golfed. I've only mini golfed. And so we went to Top Golf one of the evenings because our hotel was across from where a Top Golf place was. It was fun. But then my shoulder hurt because I think I was really salami vicing. I was hitting it as hard as I possibly could, which apparently you're not supposed to do.
Also, salami vice is just a phrase from the league. So not many people are going to know what that is.
Yeah, but you say it.
Yeah, to you.
Oh, okay. It's
Who knows
you're
the
holding
league?
it too. You're doing it too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
Don't need to tell you why that's what it's called on the show. You'll figure it out.
Yeah. But it was very fun. I actually did. I'm not gonna lie. I did okay. I almost fell once, but apart from that,
from the top of the Gulf.
Yeah, we were on the 3rd level. There's a net to catch you if you fall.
I'm not trusting no net.
Danielle was like, "That's a one rule. Like you can't fall in the net," and I didn't. So
yeah, you almost did. Well, studies do show that.
Studies show that gangly women.
The last thing you need is for me to use this studies then data thing to like get what I want.
Show me the data. I don't mind. Show me the data. I would be happy. I data driven medicine, data driven decision making. I'm on board. I'm on board, baby.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Yeah. So I did a Top Golf, and otherwise it was busy. We stayed at a kind of weird hotel. It was kind of like the jungle hotel we stayed at in Montreal that one time. It was 9 floors. The doors of the hotel all open to the inner atrium. And then the atrium was literally 9 floors high, but just like full of plants, like fake plants. And they had koi ponds and stuff. But it was really humid because of all the plants. So it's kind of a bit of a damp experience all in all. But they had a made to order breakfast omelet station, which was fantastic.
What did you make to order?
Omelets.
What did you put in your omelet?
The first one I had goat cheese, sausage, spinach, and peppers and mushrooms. And then the next day I did ham and some assortment of vegetables and some cheese. It was very good.
Good for you.
Yeah. So next time we go to a hotel, we should get one that has a breakfast bar.
The thing is, though, we never go to a hotel where we're like, all right, let's spring out for this one. We go for like the cheapest option because realistically, we're not staying there long term, which then means the breakfast is kind of a not sad affair, but not a happy one either.
Yeah, it's the classic continental breakfast and not in like the Key and Peele skit way.
Although, where did we go? Oh, that was on the drive here where they had a little buffet thing for the breakfast.
I don't remember that.
Because we left very early in the morning. Because we stayed at 2 places. One was like a motel.
Yeah.
That had nothing.
Oh, yeah.
And then one was that Holiday Inn where there was a prom going on that night.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then the next morning, the breakfast.
Yeah, that had breakfast. Yeah, that was okay. Fine. Yeah, it was okay. I mean, we're just trying to get out of there quickly to get on the road and get the girls out and all that
get
stuff.
here.
To get here. That's right.
That's still only like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
But I feel like we've lived here over a year now.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. It absolutely feels that way.
It does. Okay. So work's going well.
Yeah.
And you've been busy, but it's been good.
Yeah, let me see if I wrote down anything else I meant to tell you. Oh my God, wait, okay, I didn't write this down. But I was driving into the driveway and I ran over what I thought, I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like by the time I saw it, it was too late to swerve, right? Because you're like not supposed to swerve, even though I was going very slowly. But it was a leaf, so we were all good. But I thought it was a frog.
A frog?
Yeah, I thought it was a frog.
I would freak out if I saw a frog.
Yeah. Oh my God. Wait. The other thing too about my trip was that we flew United, and I don't know if anybody has seen United's safety video recently, the one that they play that's like, oh, the closest exit may be behind you, and inflate your mask, but do yourself before you help others, like that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. They have like a Rube Goldberg machine playing the entire time.
Who's that?
It gave me Rube Goldberg machine.
Who's Rube Goldberg?
Okay, it's a like a piece of machinery, I guess you could call it, where you push a ball and then, it doesn't have to be a ball, but like you start it, so you push a ball, it rolls down a hill, the ball runs into something that spins, the thing spins and knocks over something else, and then that thing knocks over something else, and then it like goes.
I love those.
And goes. Yeah. If it was one of those kind of thing that was happening, but it felt very Subway Surfer, like trying to keep your attention during the video, because they had the dominoes that would fall and like knock over things and lights would turn on while the safety announcement is going on.
That's smart because it made you watch it.
It did make me watch it because I was watching the ball and the dominoes. But then I was like, oh my God, is my attention span that bad where I needed a Subway Surfer like video to watch something?
A lot of people's attention spans have changed. Like, you included, me included, and it's sad, but also it is what it is. Okay, no one can see her. You're just making faces to nothing.
The clam's here. Hey, no. Oh, it's because my earplugs are here.
Yeah.
She likes these. I'll hold them.
Okay.
She'll carry them around in her mouth.
Yeah.
I think it's because she likes to smell my earwax.
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay.
When she was a kitten, she would play fetch with them.
Oh my God.
I would
got
throw them and she would
the
pull them
best
back.
photo of Pearl yesterday.
Okay.
And like when I say the best, I am not wrong. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
she's so mad. You have to put that up on the screen. The viewers have to be able to see that. Oh, she's so angry.
there you go.
I meant edited it in, but that's
Yeah, but it's there now.
Okay.
Yeah, I got that like late last night.
Yeah.
Speaking of late last night, I am struggling, y'all. So last week I had this moment and this not epiphany as much as it was a enough is enough moment where I was like, okay, I feel like I talk a big game in life in general.
Yes.
All right. Is my story?
Oh, sorry.
We don't need
I'm encouraging you to continue.
No,
I'm giving
you are agreeing with my flaws.
Yes.
I don't like that.
Sorry.
That's cool. I recognize that it's cool. But I was just like, enough is enough. Like, for example, I always will be like, oh yeah, I'll get to that. Or I'll work on this thing that I want to work on. And I won't do it. And I won't do it. And I won't do it. And then I'm like, all right, but now I'm going to work on it. And for a long time in my life, just because I thought about the thing, I was like, that means my intentions are pure. You know what I mean? Like if I was to say, I want to eat healthy because I am eating unhealthy. And then I would be like, that's really good that you recognize, like I tell myself, that's really good that you recognize that. And that is a huge step forward, which it is.
Okay.
But then I'd be like, that's a huge step forward. And then I would celebrate, like,
you count that as a win.
To the point where I would not move further.
Right. Like not actually do the action.
Yeah. And so I do this a lot, just regularly, to the point where then like a year or two will go by and I'm like, bro, I still didn't get that thing done. And so I'm getting to a place where I was like, no, I actively have to do it. And it's hard when you have kind of played ball like this with yourself in life where I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. And then I don't do it because you have to unlearn that process and then do the thing.
Yeah.
So in an effort to get better at some healthier habits, I opted to try and shift my sleeping schedule so that I could sleep, go to bed earlier, wake up earlier. Not like anything too wacky. So the thought behind this was Liana goes to work at 8 a.m. And so one of the things I've wanted to do is start going to the gym. And I have signed up for the gym, but I have not used the gym. So it was a way for me to take a barrier out, which the barrier being me getting ready independently and getting like leaving the house, checking the bus schedule, getting on the bus to go there, then on the way back doing the same thing. I was like, if I wake up at 8, Liana leaves the house to go to work. I'm like half asleep. I still get dropped off at the gym. Guess what? I'm already out now. I'm already at the gym. What am I going to do? Not go to the gym? What am I going to do? Go home? Cool. You still have to go get the bus to go home anyway. That, and also I'll be waking up early. So then even if I go to the gym, come back home, shower, and I need to take a nap, that's fine because I went to the gym and I woke up early. And I went to bed earlier. So this is all great. I am currently in the growing pains of it. I didn't realize how much pain it would be, but I am still unable to sleep early. Like I'm struggling with that, but I'm waking up super early because I'm trying to get that part going. And it has resulted in me being exhausted for the past week because I'm also trying to fight against taking a nap because if I take a nap, I'm just going to reset anyway. But then I'm also without naps, still waking up late. Still going to bed late. So it's not fun.
As someone who struggles to fall asleep at night, like I do definitely understand that conundrum.
Yeah.
I think your sleep schedule has been so
bad.
No, I was going to say just offset for so long. Think about like you're trying to get your body now back. Like my sleep schedule, I'm like up before my alarm at like 6:30 because I've been doing that. And also I do the thing like you're not supposed to sleep in on the weekends. Sometimes I'll sleep in a little bit, but like I have a Pilates class at 7 a.m. Like I got to get up. I got to go to Pilates. So it keeps my sleep schedule maintained throughout the entire 7 days. And I think it's tough for you too, because you also have things in the evening that you need to record.
My evenings are very all over the place.
Yeah.
Like there are some evenings where I'm recording a podcast at 1 a.m. There's some evenings when I'm streaming late, or like, so, and like, it'll be like 1 or 2 days of the week, which means I still have to switch around things to make that happen. But I think the thing that really caused me to want to do it this time was I was falling asleep even later than I usually would. So like for me, if I go to bed at 3 and I wake up at 8, I will be fine for the day, I think. Or if I go to bed at 3, wake up at 9, ideally even better.
So when did you wake up today? Because I woke you up at 8 when I was going to leave. And then you went back to sleep.
I woke up at 9.
You woke up at 9.
I went to bed.
Yeah.
I fell asleep at 5:30.
At 5:30. Okay, so you're not that far off, right? Because you're talking about an hour shift in either direction.
Really, that's all I'm looking for. Yeah, because if I go to bed a little earlier and then I oversleep, let's say, that will be 10.
So what do
versus like if I oversleep and wake up at noon and now I feel cruddy.
So what do your bedtime like sleep like what does your sleep hygiene look like?
What does that even mean?
So there's this idea that you create a specific bedtime routine. It happens since we were children, or should happen when you're children.
Oh, probably very unhygienic then.
Right. So like not having screens close to your face.
All right.
Like,
for 1.
Yeah. So having routine when you go to bed, not having like I think it's like a screen an hour before you go to sleep is what you're supposed to do.
For 2. Yeah. So my issue is I'm a deep sleeper. So once I fall asleep, you're not waking me up unless like I want to be woken up, or you like really have to go out of your way to wake me up. I can sleep through a lot of things. So
do you remember
fine.
me waking you up this morning?
Yes, okay, because I remember specifically saying something to the effect of we were in a Zoom call.
Yeah, we were in a Zoom call. That's what you told me. You were like, we were in a Zoom call. And I was like, okay.
I don't remember what the dream was specifically, but we were making up. We had argued about something.
Probably towels.
No, we did not argue about the towels. Just you were misinformed. It's cool. And you misjudged me. But I remember that. But then like the day before that, I genuinely did not remember you trying to wake me up at all.
Yeah, I woke you up and you were like, I was like, do you want me to get you up? Because we basically the goal was to try to start on Monday. Monday didn't happen. Tuesday didn't happen. So Wednesday I was like, okay, do you want me to like get you up? And you said no. And I was like, oh, okay. Like he's got it. And then found out later you didn't even remember me.
I didn't. I was like, oh, I think Liana got sick of me trying to wake me up 2 days and just like didn't do it today.
No, I did.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think, and it's been hard because I don't want to say no, don't wake me up, because then I feel like I'm already quitting it, right? I'm not even trying, but I am. But the problem is I also don't know when I'm going to fall asleep. So because I don't know when I'm going to fall asleep, it's harder. Like if I fell asleep 5:30, there's no way I want to wake up at 8 and then go to the gym at that point.
Yeah, but I mean, I think like, again, it's about the baby steps, right? What are the little things that you need to put in place in order to get you where you want to go?
I think that I need to, if this is supposed to be a good habit, I need to not dread it. I need to not wake up and be like, this is awful. Because if the experience is negative, then I'm not going to want to do it. Yeah. And I think that's the issue. So I'm trying to find the equilibrium and feel good waking up, good enough that it doesn't feel like a horrible time. And because I'm like not falling asleep till 5:30 was the early one this week too, mind you, then it's like a problem.
I know you're not going to like this, but we talk about keystone habits a lot.
No, you talk about keystone habits a lot.
For me, exercise helps me sleep. Sure. So like almost part of me wants to just like on one day, just rip yourself out of bed. I know it's going to be horrible. You're running on 4 hours of sleep. I'm not saying you have to do it.
No. I understand, but I have a thing I want to say in response to that.
Okay.
The issue for me is that for you, it's helped, but you also have had it help you when you were young. It helped you when you were in school. It helped you when you were in college.
Yeah.
It's not been a part of my life at all. So I don't really have that. And I'm trying to build to that, right? Yeah. I'm trying to build to the point where I'm like, ugh, it was a drag to get out of bed, but I feel so much better.
Yeah. I mean, it's a slow process, right? Yeah. It's the same thing. But what I'm trying to say is like, it depends about what you define as like a baby step, right? versus like what it's like, okay, I'm going to push myself out of my comfort zone. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to rip the Band-Aid off. We're just going to try and see if we can reset the cycle in a different way,
well,
right?
That's the thing. Right now, I didn't realize that the step wasn't, all right, we'll just wake up early, do this thing. The step right now is we need to really fix the sleep habit first.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't even have to be the gym, right? It can be go on a walk, right? Like we have the treadmill inside. If it's cold, you have outside. Like just that's what I'm talking about with like baby steps, that you can pick what those steps are going to be. It doesn't have to be the full Monty right out the gate. You can do and try to do those little things that will help get you in the habit.
Yeah.
Because I think that that's always a thing is you look, and I feel the exact same way. I'll look at a task and I'm like, this feels insurmountable. So then I break it down into little teeny tiny bits. And some days it's like, put my shoes on, right? Like that's the task. Like some days when I really don't want to get out of bed, I'm like, all you have to do is put your slippers on. That's it. That's all you have to accomplish. Because once you get your slippers on, okay, now your slippers are on. Then you stand up. No, I mean, I know it sounds stupid, but it's like you're really trying to break tasks down into their almost like minimum doable unit, right? And so like, for example, there was a TikTok I think I shared with you that it was like, it's okay to suck. It's not okay not to do it or something like that. Where it was like, even if you do it and you do it for 5 minutes, that counts so much more than not doing it at all. So even if it's you walk around the block, one loop around the block, that's better than doing nothing at all, right? So you start with those like little tiny bits and then you slowly build up into something that feels manageable.
Yeah.
That would be my suggestion. Not that you asked for it, but I gave it anyway. Sorry.
Nothing to apologize for. But yeah, I've been tired. Really is where we're at. But we're working on it, so that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. The baby steps.
Yeah. But yeah, part of also the tiredness of it all is that the podcast schedule has been very like all over the place. But that also comes with the territory of doing exit interviews. And so not knowing when you're going to get those and what time those are going to be, and then adjusting stuff around to make it fit for that. To go back to the sleeping thing. One of the things that I found is that our house makes a lot of noise at night, and I can't unhear them. And so that is tough because my mind will just like keep listening out for them. I'm like a cat in that way.
Yeah, you should try earplugs.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the idea of like sticking
you get used
weird
to it.
Rubber in my ears.
And they're meant to go in your ear. They're not like Q-tips. I
mean, I'll see how I feel about it.
We have plenty. I have a whole thing of them.
Yeah, I know. What was I saying before? Yeah, exit. So, if you have not checked out The Traders Canada, I'm about to spoil it. I'm about to talk about this week's exits and elimination. So skip forward if you haven't for about, let's say, 3 minutes just to be safe. Cool. So Omer was the latest person banished this week. And it's interesting to see the public reaction to it. Because I know you haven't watched it yet.
No, I know what happens, but
yeah. But Omer's departure was similar in energy to Annabelle's departure.
Okay.
Where it's like a faithful who is spitting facts.
Yeah.
But everyone's like, you're actually being dishonest and we don't like that.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah.
So I've seen a lot of people, because the combination of him leaving and Kevin leaving back to back has made some people be like, I'm done.
My faves.
Yeah. Like, well, I'm not watching this anymore. That saddens me because I do think it is a fun show. I think the cast is offering a lot of potential for both like in your face karma and also messiness, and also good gameplay is still on the table.
Yeah.
So that did make me sad that people are very quick to be like, I'm leaving because my favorites are gone. Because I'm like, well, we had the same favorites, but don't give up on it yet. And then talking to Omer, I felt bad for him, but also I feel like he seems like in good spirits, which is good.
Okay, that's good. I mean, and that's like, it went back to the same conversation that we had about Rob. That was like, at the end of the day, as long as the person is happy with kind of how things went, that makes me feel better for them. Yeah. Yeah, in good spirits, I think is probably the best way to put that.
And that's the thing, right? Is that I haven't said, Rob, was it good? I just, off of his energy, I'm like, I think he had a good time. And that's all you can ask for.
Exactly.
Really.
You just want people to have a good time.
Exactly. I mean, this on any of these shows, there's only going to be one winner.
Correct.
Traders, there can be 2 or 3, but the cast like 24 people. So just have fun. Just
Yeah.
have fun.
Yeah.
And like the longer we get you, the better we're off.
Yeah,
So,
I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like, it's fun.
that's the number one important thing.
Have fun.
The data proves it.
That's right.
The study from Macaulay in 2024, they took a house of like 17 people, and then every day they checked in with them about whether or not they had fun. And like they changed some things around where one day they just left a burner on the whole day just to see if anyone would notice. And then one day they moved a tissue box like 4 inches to the left. And then they would ask them if they had fun and stuff. And most of them said yes. And it turned out that just saying yes to the question of, are you having fun, made them feel like they are having fun. It was almost like a positive reinforcement thing, like a self-fulfilling prophecy. So then the key is then, because of that data, always when asked if you're happy, say yes out loud, even if you're not, because you can maybe get there, but also don't lose focus on, if you're not happy, just work on you.
I know you made all that up, but there's sound reasoning in that.
Yeah, it's data proven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not that specific thing that you just made up. Also, an N of 17 is very low.
You keep saying that I made it up, and it's almost a little elitist that
I know you made that up. I will bet you $5 right now that you made that up.
If you think
Show
I made
me
it
the
up,
data.
if you think I made it up,
Yeah.
why only $5? Bet
Okay,
5,000.
fine. $1 million. And
That's
you owe
ridiculous.
me $1 million, and it can't be our shared account money. You need to go find $1 million somewhere else externally and give that to me.
So what I'm hearing, put that hand away. What I'm hearing is if I get external 1 million, that's my money.
No. Well, here's what the
It's not in the shared account.
Here's what the agreement is that when you can't produce the PubMed link to that study,
What is
you
PubMed?
owe me exactly.
Sounds like the saddest bar in the land. Fancy a ride to the PubMed? Nah, mate. Seems kind of dead, innit?
Wait, that's actually so funny. I never thought about it that way. Whatever. Shut up. Okay. So the point is that when you can't show me the study, you have to go outside of our house, find $1 million, bring that $1 million back to me, and give that to me as a gift.
Yeah, that's if I take the deal. But all I'm saying is this argument, and by argument, I don't mean argument.
Fine, $5,000.
Stop. Put your hand away.
I'm trying to shake.
No, because we don't have to prove ourselves to you. Like you are the elitist scientist that needs you have to prove that the data is accurate. You just said that it was sound. The data was sound, but what I said. So
your made up story is based in some elements of fact.
But
yes.
see, this proves my point I said earlier,
my God.
which was sometimes it's about them vibes.
Yeah, it is about them vibes.
All the things I said was from personal experience and just general life advice.
I'm not saying that personal experience and general life advice is inaccurate. What I'm saying is that when it's consistent, you can quantify it. Ugh, okay.
What?
Just vibes. That's you.
What a crime. What a crime to just enjoy your life.
Yeah, how dare you?
And just be there in the moment.
Yeah, you can do
the
all
devil's work.
You can do all of that and appreciate data. We can do all those things.
To be clear,
at the same
I
time.
appreciate data, but like I don't rank my data, and my data doesn't.
What's ranking data?
Yeah, you're like saying the data has to be verified. You're like, if the data doesn't have a blue check mark, I'm not listening to it. That's what you're saying.
Okay, no. All I said. Oh my gosh. You know what? You're rage baiting me.
I'm not. I'm actually talking to you.
I'm not engaging. We're disengaging.
We're disengaging.
We're unclipping, and we're disengaging. From
What
this
does
conversation.
unclipping mean?
We're unclipping.
What does that mean?
We're unclipping. Like we're clipped together. Like we're climbing a mountain and we're clipped together, and I'm unclipping from the situation.
You're leaving me on the mountain
yeah,
alone?
You're stuck on the mountain by yourself.
Ah!
You're a mountain of facts. Why don't you climb up to the top? Summit them facts.
All right, so we have a question here in the form that I was supposed to ask you last week, and then I forgot. Are you fine to answer a question?
Yeah, of course.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said yeah, of course.
Okay.
Does that not mean yes?
You said it different.
Okay.
Applying to grad school. Any advice in balancing work and higher ed, or ways to navigate grad school that differ from undergrad?
That's a good question. So I'll tell you my experience. I did a PhD. And I did a PhD in the sciences, and I'm not 100% sure how it works in other departments, but I got paid very little. I think I made like $26,000 a year, if that, to do my PhD. So that was my work. So I thankfully didn't have to balance too much because I was taking classes, but I was like doing science and also TAing and like those kinds of things. But I was able to at least like make money to live. If we're talking about like a master's situation where you're working and doing school at the same time, then I would say like I'm a big proponent of like block scheduling. So I will say like I'm blocking off from this time to this time to do X. And then I try to stick to that schedule as best as possible. So then that way you have time blocks like set aside for things. Because remember, you don't have to be perfect at everything. You just need to like get enough of the job done. So if you're talking about like studying or things like that, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? You just have to do enough to feel good about what it is that you're contributing, right? So, and also, by the way, I mean, I don't know, in my experience, nobody asked me what my GPA was from grad school. So you really look, like if you can just like get a B, maybe even a C, that should be completely fine. So just try to block out your schedule as best as possible, but juggling both, it's really difficult. So I would say also in terms of blocking, block off recovery time. Like rest and recovery is so critically important. So when I'm scheduling out my week, I block out. I need to set aside like Saturday morning is like rest time. And I think that will help to prevent burnout. It's going to help you to just stay focused, balanced, and enjoying what it is that you're doing. But good luck applying to grad school. It's no easy task. So I wish you all the best. And I hope that answered the question. I don't know if it actually did. I kind of just rambled for a bit. But yeah, it's exciting. You're starting on a new journey, and that's so cool. And you're going to learn. Everybody loves learning. Learning is so much fun. I love to learn. Don't you?
Yes, everybody loves learning. I agree.
Yay.
Yes. Also, I wanted to let you know a bit of feedback from last week's episode. People said they did not hear me scream during the B&B.
Oh, okay. All right, that's good. That means that this microphone's really kicking it into high
gear.
This
microphone, and I think StreamYard has gotten very good with
I think
suppressing background voice noises.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, we had a little feedback on Scally's microphone, and I flicked on the enable mic suppressor, like background noises, and it fixed it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, they're doing a lot of really good stuff with StreamYard. I've been really happy with that.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, like one of the great finds.
For sure.
Yeah. All right, well, should we do our Now That's What I Call Music for this week? Because I do not remember which month we're on. Or sorry, year we're on.
6, I thought.
Did we do 6 or we need to do 6?
I feel like we were going to do 6, but then we didn't.
I mean, we'll know the minute we look at it, so...
I looked at it and I couldn't remember. Because I remember picking my answers and then I couldn't remember if I said them out loud or not.
Okay, well, I'll look at 7. Or you said 6.
Well, I think we're on 6.
6 I had already clicked on. So I think we did it, right?
Okay, you clicked on it, we talked about it, and then you were like, I can't. I need to think about it. I need to listen to the music.
I did not listen to music. But I think I picked it
wasn't me.
That sounds familiar.
Right?
But I don't think we made picks on this one. I don't think we did this one.
That's what I'm saying. I think I internally maybe made picks.
Yes, you're right. Absolutely right. So yeah, we're going to talk about Now That's What I Call Music Volume 6.
Yes.
And it got 3-star ratings out of 5.
No, a C from Entertainment Weekly. That's so rude. It's just hit music.
I know, but they didn't like the picks, I guess. All right, so if you're picking 3 songs.
Yes.
I have to have Yellow by Coldplay in my top 3. That has to happen.
Okay. You're not going to pick With Arms Wide Open. With Arms Wide Open.
That might be my honorable mention. Depending on if I find 2 other songs that I want to put in here, which I do think I have.
Okay.
I need to. Okay, I'm gonna quickly check this song and see if it's the song I'm thinking of.
Do you need me to like talk over it, or are you just gonna edit out the audio so we don't get copyright claimed?
We're not gonna get copyright.
La la la, li la loo la la.
We're not gonna get copyrighted for 2 seconds.
With arms wide open. If it's
this
super
is the song.
litigious.
Yep. Yeah. La 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 is on mine as well. Yeah. Around the World by ATC is on my top 3 as well.
I remember listening to that at the roller skating rink.
Well, there you go. I do think Shaggy's It Wasn't Me is a great shout.
Yeah.
So I'm considering it.
I'm going to pick Independent Woman Part 1, Destiny's Child, Wasn't Me by Shaggy. And then I'm trying to decide genuinely between Creed With Arms Wide Open or Hemorrhage in My Hands by Fuel. I think I'm going to go with Fuel, but With Arms Wide Open is great. I'm sorry, but like divorced dad rock is good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind admitting that.
It's just fun to sing.
It is fun to sing.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean, that's why it's in my top 3. So Coldplay, Creed, and Shaggy get my top 3 from number 6.
Yeah.
Now let's go to number 7.
We're doing number 7?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, this is stressful.
You know why?
Why?
Because 6, 7.
6, 7.
Yeah, now we have to do it. Also got 3 stars. So,
man.
Yeah. Ooh, this is an interesting group.
This is a really tough one.
Yeah.
Okay. So the problem is I'm trying to not go with just like what my first gut is. Because I'll tell you the first ones that popped out to me.
Eve featuring Gwen Stefani's Let Me Blow Your Mind is my top 3.
Correct.
That's easy. We can lock that one in. Okay.
I also want to do Ride With Me by Nelly.
Interesting. Okay.
Would be my other top pick. And then I want to say Survivor by Destiny's Child, but oh man, there's some other really good options here as well. I think that's ultimately what I'm going to go with though.
So can you repeat them?
Yeah, I'm going with Survivor, Destiny's Child, Nelly, Ride With Me, and Let Me Blow Your Mind by Eve featuring Gwen Stefani. By the way, Eve is amazing.
No one disagrees.
Okay. Tambourine is one of my favorite songs of all time. It always makes me happy. It's like an immediate dopamine rush. And I start shaking my tambourine.
Very cool.
Like that.
So for me, my top 3 are going to be, my honorable mention is Survivor by Destiny's Child. My top 3 are going to be Danger by Mystical is number 3.
Okay.
Number 2 is The Call by the Backstreet Boys. And number 1 is Let Me Blow Your Mind by Eve featuring Gwen Stefani.
It's such a good song.
Yeah, I'm very happy with these 3. This was easier than the other one. Interestingly enough, the next one was, okay. Well, we're going to not do this one, I imagine. Because the next one is, now that's what I call Christmas.
Well, we're going to skip that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're going with Now That's What I Call Music 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess you can talk about your favorite Christmas music once we get to the Christmas.
I don't even think I've even heard that one. Oh, they're actually like legit songs.
They're
I
just,
thought it was going to be like awkward covers.
No, they're Christmas songs.
Yeah, but they've got like Elvis Presley, Bing Crosby, Nat King Cole, Frank Sinatra, Ella Fitzgerald, Dean Martin. They're like good Christmas.
What I'm excited about, I'm just looking ahead at number 8 real quick, is number 8 is about when I'm going to be in a place where I know every song almost, because that's when I started getting into music proper. So
what a treat.
It's going to make it more difficult for me. We might be having longer discussions than, all right, here's my 3, let's move on.
Are we going to have to flip some coins to get your top
I
picks?
doubt it. I wouldn't do coins for it.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see if there's a tiebreaker or anything. All right. Well, I hope y'all had fun here with us. I truly don't know.
Is on I'm a Believer is on that next album.
Okay. Is that just your number one? Should we spoil it?
No, I just very quickly looked at it, and that was the first song that stood out. But
let's revisit this clip when it's number one next week, okay? All right. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
No.
I don't know how we hit an hour.
Yeah, we had
I don't know. I feel
an
like
activity planned. We'll do it next week.
we either had a very deep conversation or silly ones. I don't remember. A lot happened. But it's fine. As long as y'all had fun, that's all that matters. All right. Well, you can find Liana over on the BNB. You can find me over on Twitch, twitch.tv/Pooya, or covering The Traders, 9 Day Fiance. So you can check those podcasts out, see what's going on over there.
Burped.
She did?
Yeah. Oh. Ew. Gross.
And while Liana's distracted by clam, we both hope you had a good time. You know what? I'm going to plug the feedback form again, just in case y'all want to throw in more questions for us to answer, because those are very fun, but we haven't been getting many to make a little segment out of it. So go ahead and do so, bit.ly/Pooya Liana Lounge, one word. And it's going to be usually in the description as well on YouTube. So if you want to check that out and put it there. Thank you to everyone who's been leaving reviews. Thank you to everyone who's been engaging with us through the YouTube comments. I do appreciate that. And we'll catch y'all next week with a segment that we do have planned. So make sure you tune in.